Now we have the time series in place, I want to build in a static step to allow the user to select the time period they want to look at, rather than just adding a filter which the end user could choose just previous dates on. I want to make sure that they're always maintaining this 6-month future projection. So I'm going to build it in such a way that when they're making these selections, it's only through the static step. So to create a new static step, you go create query, create custom query. However, in this case, I already have one ready that I'm just going to edit. Okay. So this will be acting as a date filter. So the first column is going to be what is displayed to the end user and in the widget. The next column will be the number that we're passing when that's selected. So when we created the time series, we limited the results to 18 months, 12 months previously, 6 months of projection. What we're doing now is going to change that limit. Rather than just having it as the fixed 18 months, we're going to let the user select 5 years or all time, and when they do, we'll then change the query limit to 66 months, 5 years worth of 12 months plus another 6 months future projection, or to all time to the standard query limit of 2000. And then we're also going to use this to update a table as well. So I'm just going to put the information we'll need for that step in now. Okay, so we've got our static step now. Just going to put that on our dashboard. Now we're just going to have a look at that, check it's working correctly. So if we change over to 5 years, we can see we've got 5 years previously, still got our 6 months of projection. If we change to all time, we can see the same thing. You'll also note that the detail table that we have on for sanity checking that the selections we're making are working. Because of the way this static set is set up at the moment, that's not filtering this detail table. So now we're going to update the table so that it is filtered by the same static step as the time series. So the first thing I'm going to do is add a filter into the table. can see here we've got our relatives query. Now that we have that, we should be able to go into the advanced editor. We can see here the relative query, which is the start point. So we're going to pick up from the same static step, selection from the cell, from the filter. You can see that the result of that would be 1 year ago. So I'm going to copy that into the query. Now when we preview, if we make the change to the number of years, you can see that the table is updating as well as the time series. So if we go all time for MK17, the most expensive property, 2.8 million, 2.18. But if we go to the last 12 months, it was 1.6. So you can see here we have a single static step updating both the query limit on the time series to create the period of time we want to, including a future projection, and updating the relative filter period for this detailed table.